Hello viewers, and a warm welcome to my YouTube channel. I must say thank you for your support and positive response on my YouTube channel. And if you are new on my channel, please support through subscribing my channel. Dear viewers, today we are going to share some past and present life pages of famous American politician Nikki Haley, who is recently in the news because of some recent events and announcement. Nikki Haley served as the governor of South Carolina from 2011 to 2017, and ambassador to the United Nations by President Trump from 2017 to 2018. Nikki was born to immigrant Indian Punjabi Sikh parents at South Carolina. Her parents emigrated to the United States from Amritsar, Punjab, India. Her father was a professor at Agricultural University, and her mother received her law degree from the University of Delhi. Haley was known by her middle name, Nikki, a Punjabi name, from her earliest years. At the age of 12, she started helping with the bookkeeping in her mother's clothing shop, Exotica International. In 1989, she graduated from Clemson University with a bachelor's degree in accounting. After graduation, she worked for FCR Corporation, a waste management and recycling company, before joining her family business as chief financial officer. She later became active in civic affairs. And in 1998, she was named to the board of directors of the Orangeburg County Chamber of Commerce and Lexington Chamber of Commerce in 2003. Haley became treasurer of the National Association of Women Business Owners and president in 2004. The same year, Haley ran for the South Carolina House of Representatives to represent District 87 in Lexington County. She challenged incumbent state representative Larry Coon. He was the longest-serving legislator in the South Carolina State House. In the primary election, she forced a runoff as Coon did not win a majority, but rather 42% of the vote, while she placed second with 40% of the vote. In the runoff, she defeated him and ran unopposed in the general election. Haley became the first Indian American to hold office in South Carolina. She was unopposed for re-election to a second term in 2006. In 2008, she won re-election to a third term, defeating Democrat Edgar Gomez. Back in 2012, Haley would credit Hillary Clinton with inspiring her to run for office, stating in an interview that, "The reason I actually ran for office is because of Hillary Clinton." She said that when it comes to women running for office, there will be everybody that tells you why you shouldn't, but that's all the reasons why we need you to do it, and I walked out of there thinking, that's it, I'm running for office. On the 14th of February 2023, Nikki announced her candidacy for president, becoming the first major challenger to former President Trump for the 2024 Republican nomination. Shortly after Nikki Haley announced her campaign for president, a footage was released showing the Republican former South Carolina governor saying states have the right to secede from the Union. "I think that they do," Haley said in the footage, which Patriot takes an anonymously run social media account and fundraising PAC, which claims to monitor and expose right-wing extremism and other threats to democracy. I mean, the Constitution says that. Haley also said she did not think South Carolina should secede. Tyler Jones, Democratic strategist, said the interview was conducted by the Sons of Confederate Veterans. That footage showed Haley discussing the placement of a Confederate flag on State House grounds and expressing support for a Confederate History Month in schools, which she compared to Black History Month. As long as it's done in a positive way and not in a negative way and doesn't harm anyone. Haley was also asked about the cause of the Civil War. "I think you had one side of the Civil War that was fighting for tradition, and one side of the Civil War that was fighting for change. The Civil War was fought over slavery, which Southern states let out of the Union by South Carolina wanted to maintain. At the end of the day, what I think we need to remember is that, everyone's supposed to have their rights, everyone's supposed to be free, everyone's supposed to have the same freedoms as anyone else. So, I think it was tradition versus change. Asked, tradition versus change on what? Haley said, on individual rights and liberty of people. Haley's campaign did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Responding, the footage of Haley's remarks about secession, Anthony Michael Craze, a law professor and political scientist at Georgia State University, said on Twitter, "No, Nikki Haley, the Constitution does not provide a right for secession." In December 1860, South Carolina was the first of 11 Southern states to secede, prompting civil war. 9 years later, Texas v. White, a Supreme Court case, held that states entering the Union became part of an indissoluble relation, as perpetual and as indissoluble as the union between the original states. There's no place for reconsideration or revocation except through revolution or through consent of the states. Haley, who is Indian American, came to national prominence in 2015 in the aftermath of a racist mass murder in Charleston when she ordered a Confederate flag removed from State House grounds. The same year, however, she said a State House celebration of the anniversary of secession should be allowed to proceed. 4 years later, Haley provoked controversy when she said the Confederate battle flag had represented service and sacrifice and heritage before it was hijacked by Dylan Roof, the racist gunman who killed 9 people at a historic black church in 2015. She opposed Trump's run for the presidential nomination in 2016, but after he won the White House, she resigned as governor to become his United Nations ambassador. Haley originally said she would not challenge Trump for the nomination if he ran in 2024. He did, and she changed her mind, announcing her 2024 campaign on Tuesday ahead of a Wednesday launch in Charleston. Haley does not score highly in polling, but one recent survey showed potential for her to split the anti-Trump vote and hand the nomination to the former president. Dear viewers, thank you for watching. We would love to hear any suggestion and feedback from you. If God willing, we will meet you again. Till then, take care of yourself and don't forget to smile and forgive people around you.